Persona 4 Revival teaser trailer came out not long ago for the Xbox Showcase of 2025, and I'm very, very, very excited for this game. Hello, guys. My name is Tiny Tom, and I'm gonna explain my reasons why I think Persona 4 Revival is gonna make an impact for everybody. So let's just get a background myself. So, been like I want to say almost a decade ago. My brother introduced me Persona 3, the portable edition, before Persona 5 came out. So I want to say back in 2015. I want to say 2015 or 14 maybe. It has been a while, I'll say that. Like it's almost 10 years ago, I'll tell you that. And let's just say Persona 3 portable, and if you know, you know. This game is so difficult, but I love every single of it. So yeah. So yeah, and ever since that, I've been loving Persona series ever since that. And ever after Persona 3 Portable, I go straight into Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita. And let's just say that is a wild one. Persona 4 Golden is a wild ride, and all I'm gonna say is we need more Persona series. So I figured it out that Persona 4 has a lot of variations, such as the fighting game, for example, which I heard it was like okay. You got a dancing game, which is, it's a dancing game that people get boogie on that shit. They even have an anime edition, like Persona 4 the animation, which I'm not gonna lie, is actually pretty good. It's better than Persona 5 the animation, which we will not talk about it, guys. Yeah. We're not gonna talk about Persona 5 the animation. But overall, Persona 4 is a fan favorite to a lot of people before Persona 5 came out back in 2017. And let's just say, ever since that, Atlus just make a beautiful bangers of every year of Persona games, all that stuff. Like the recent game they just did a new IP called Metaphor Real Fantasio, which I'm gonna be honest, that should have won Game of the Year 2014. I mean, not 2014, 2024. Which, by the way, that it is what it is, but I'm not salty about it anymore. Astrobot is a great game. So anyway, there are some reasons why I think Persona 4 Revival is a very, very, very impact to a lot of people, important to a lot of people. It's there are a few reasons. Number one, I think the main reason is the characters themselves. In my opinion, I think Persona 4 has like the best dynamic characters in the series, in my opinion, because like you got all these guys, having fun, doing the summer vacation at Inaba, unlike the cities, like, I don't want to say Gekkan High, that's Persona 3, but I forgot what the city called over there in Persona 3. And then Persona 5 is more of a Shibuya, like a big Tokyo city, which is a lot of people can relate because everybody wants to go to Shibuya in Tokyo, which I want to one day in the future, like one day. But overall, Inaba is a small town that everybody in the neighborhood, like a cul-de-sac type of shit. So, but anyway, Persona 4 is very, very good with character dynamics, such as obviously Yuna Arakami, the Sonic protagonist with Yosuke, Chie, Yukiko. But two characters, in my opinion, are the best. Is Kanji Tatsumi and Naoto Shirogane. In my opinion, like the best characters in the entire series, not just Persona 4 in general. I think it's an entire series because like they could be so relatable because like it's a little minor spoilers about Persona 4 itself. Like Kanji is more like, the stereotypical, like, people think like, oh, he's all tough and bad boy shit, but all in reality, he's hiding his masculinity, and he just, have this venom inside of him, It's not really a gay guy, just more like, hiding his identity, like, he's not a bad boy, he's just more like the feminine side, which is a lot of people can relate that. And now to Shirogane, although she is a girl, she wants to do like, the jobs like, only males do in Japan, which is the police officer, which is I still think is true to this day. Like sure, like Naoto's, your typical tomboy, like, doesn't want to be a girl, but in reality she is a girl, like I can't do this because I'm a girl, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. And I don't want to say all that. I could be wrong, guys. Like Again, I could be all wrong about that, but anyway, so yeah, the characters itself is very, very well diverse, and the development is amazing. Another thing why people like Persona 4 so much is like the music Persona in general is very, 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 very good. Like you know, reach out for the truth, all that stuff. Pursue my true self as another thing. You know, you got the dungeon themes. I think for the most dungeon themes, pretty solid. Not the most memorable, but they're pretty good. Type of stuff like that. It's very good. Like the music's pretty good. Like which at the same time, it's a little controversial right now because like ever since Persona 3 Reload came out, the music is like so diverse. Like Mass Destruction, the Reload version is like hit or miss to some people because like people like the old one better than the new one. Like okay, it's like damn, I didn't know it's like that's diverse of ever since I learned about that. But when the new song came out, it's going down now. That's a banger. A lot of people say it's one of the favorites in Persona 3 Reload, which I agree. And then Color Your Might or Color Your Night, Color Your Night. That was a really good song. I really like that. It's a good chill song. You know, get into the night vibe and all that stuff. After I know it's not Gekakon. I forgot what the city called. Iwatade, I think. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so the music is pretty good. So, but at the same time, I hope Atlus thinks about like how they're gonna either reamp it, like reach out for the truth or pursue my true self and all that stuff. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm a little skeptical, but at the same time, I'm not too worried. Only because most of the music's pretty good. Like I can't beat it, all that stuff. So music is music. So that's very, very is the most subjective thing. So it's music. So, but I'm a little worried about how the story gonna goes, especially with the decision. So, little minor spoiler alert to who would never play Persona 4 in general. So, Persona 4 has, I know Golden has like so many opportunities of like multiple endings, like at least 3 through 5 or something like that. I don't know about the OG PS2 one, so I don't know about that. But I know Golden has at least like a lot of multiple endings, so it has a lot of replayability. So that's good news. Persona 3 still have 2 endings, a good and a bad one, like the pretty obvious one. And Persona 5 has too many endings, like geez, that's so many endings you have no idea. So especially the world version. But anyway, guys, I hope they keep it like that because like it has a lot of value to it just to go through it. So yeah. Um so that's pretty much like the most of the positive. Let's go to like things I want to see difference. Number one, fix the dungeon itself. Like fix the dungeon. What I mean by the dungeon is like it's the themes of the dungeon is pretty good. I like the idea. The execution, the problem is the execution is poorly ruined. Like what I mean by that is more like when you go into the dungeon, like it's like a little boring to run around with. Like the environmental, like it reminds of a Tartarus, but a little bit better. It's not. It's like it's still colorful, but at the same time, it's just more like a little dull. But it's more like the gameplay side of it. So I hope they reamp the dungeon more, like reamp the dungeon, like giving more like little Aztec and all that stuff. Cause like let's be honest, in Persona 3 Reload, the gameplay is a whole different thing. Like it's like Persona 5. However, you still go into Tartarus, climb with the Tartarus all over again. It's like, damn, I've been in Tartarus for so damn long. It's like, blah. So hopefully the dungeons itself has more identity than like all that stuff. Cause like that's like one of the biggest things, the main things why I like Persona 4 is like the dungeons. It fits the character's theme anyway, which is pretty good. Another thing, this is in my opinion, I might get canceled. Is more of I want to like know of Teddy a bit better than he used to be. Like I'm not saying Teddy is my least favorite character in Persona 4 because I think he's annoying, but however, that's like in the past and I'm grown up now. I'm only 27 years old and I think Teddy is right now he's a fine character. Like he can be annoying, like sipping the girls, with Risei, Chie, and Yukiko and all this stuff. It's like, okay, we get it. Your bear pun's still trash. You're simping all over them. Not as much as Morgana did to On, but still pretty annoying. But in the end, he understands like what it's like to be like, you know, the human. It's like the Aegis of it, except not really, because like Aegis is like, you know, it's an artificial android, like, you know, a killing machine that kills the shadows, but at the same time she developed more grow as a human later on, all that stuff, like pretty quickly. And I thought Teddy, yes, Teddy like start throughout the whole series, because like you actually meet up in the beginning, of the game till like the end, and I was like, I'm very surprised. It's just Teddy just like can be annoying, like, but it's like a minor issue. I think they're gonna do that because like it may be the voice direction they're gonna do. Because like, okay, so a little confession: when I played Persona 3 Portable for the first time, I thought Yukori is fucking annoying. So like my least favorite character until Persona 3 Reload. She's actually pretty good. Like I think it's just the voice direction and all that stuff. Like don't get me wrong, shout out to Michelle Ruff, but I just don't think like how they're gonna do with it is just not fit with it, like of Yukari's character. But I understand it. Like she's just, you know, your typical girl teenager that have problems anyway, daddy issues and all that stuff. I don't know, not daddy issues, but I'm just messing around. But it's just Yukari's like, you know, being a bitchy in Persona 3. I think it's just the voice direction. But in Reload, it fixed a lot. So hopefully Teddy likes that in well Persona 4 Revival. Excuse me. Another thing I hope, I don't know if they're gonna do or not, is like the definitive edition. Like what I mean by that is like in Persona 3 Reload, we got the fast section, like, you know, running around the school on all the dungeon, all that stuff, like the 3D models. However, we don't get the female main character like Persona 3 Portable, which turned out a lot of people, because a lot of people do want to like to play the Persona, the main character, the female main character of it. And I'm not really against it, because like I did play it for it, but I was like, okay, it's a little the same thing, just the female version. Like it's a very long let's play. I don't want to do it again, so like okay, but I understand the charm of it. Like play the female main character of it. So that's why I say that. And then now we got the episode Aegis, which is in the season pass thing, which is that's more of an Atlus thing. I can't control that, so that was the pain in the ass. So it is what it is. I still against it, like how they do it instead of a separate DLC, but it's whatever. Shit. Anyway, so hopefully in Persona 4 Revival, like you get the golden version, because like in the golden version, you can hang out with Marie, which is, let's be honest, Marie is not a good character. Social link, her social link kind of suck ass. It's pretty bad. You get a new dungeon, which is, oh boy, that new dungeon is, yeah. If you know the dungeon, that dungeon's, oh god, that gave me nightmares. But it is like more new content. Like it's like you get 30 plus more hours of the golden edition, which is pretty good. And I think also in the golden edition you got like more like the side events, you know, the school festival and the band section. I think they hold up like, you know, the concert of that. If I remember right, in golden it was alright, but I think the pacing could have been better. But again, Persona 4 is just overall the heartwarming felt, get to know bonding with your people and all that stuff. I get that. It's just the pace is a little bit weird. Like, okay, we gotta investigate the bad guys. Oh wait, we gotta do the concert right now. Okay, which one to do? Let's go to the concert first. So yeah, it's just a goofy thing I see. If my memory right, because like there's a time in Golden like they actually in a concert where Risei is a singer and everyone else like play the instrument. It was charming. It was a bit charming. I'm not gonna lie. It's just out of the pacing wise, just meh. So, but Hopefully, the revival version, like, we will get that or not. It's a mystery because like all we got is a teaser, like not even a minute teaser trailer, like a 40-second teaser trailer where he just running around and all that stuff. Like, yeah, okay, sure. Um. Anyway, the last thing I want to say is just I hope that everyone gets a chance to play Persona 4 because like if you never played Persona 4 Golden, I say now I will say this might be the best way to play Persona 4 because like in my opinion, Persona 3 Reload is like one of the best editions because like you get if like let's say you like Persona 5, and Persona 3 Reload, the gameplay's there, the graphic looks better, the voice is great. In my opinion, the character's good, even though there's some misuses of the characters. Yeah, the gameplay is a big step forward anyway, because like I think Revival is gonna do the same way, maybe with the character tweaks, like the voice actors slash actresses, because everyone's different in Reload. There's some old ones like little cameos, the side characters with the old actresses. They may do it in Persona 4. If you recognize it. So, but yeah, I hope if you haven't played Persona 4 Revival, whenever it comes out, I will say this: you are gonna have a great time anyway. Because like, so far, I ain't never seen Atlus let me down yet. So hopefully it gets amazing of Persona 4 Revival. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you guys like this. Peace.